Thursday, June 3rd, time for the morning headlines. The Edina Theater has survived a lot over nearly 90 years, but a combination of COVID and the way we watch movies has done it in. The marquee is listed on the National Register of Historic Places in downtown Edina, so that is not going anywhere. But will a new operator ever want this to be a theater again? The owner, Suzanne Haugland, said people are now sharing their childhood memories, but they have to bring their kids today. If they're going to sit at home and watch a big screen TV, then theaters can't exist. This is affecting small theaters everywhere. In Hopkins, the Star Tribune reports Cinema 6 will soon become an apartment building. We've heard about President Joe Biden's plan to spend billions to bring broadband to internet service to rural parts of America. This is a big deal in greater Minnesota and Wisconsin. Senator Amy Klobuchar has really been pushing for this, but what about the urban broadband problem? New York Times on this story. I have to say I hadn't really considered the angle they came at this from. Should the government spend billions to bring internet service to the 4.6 million rural households that don't have a connection? Seems logical, right? But what about the 13.6 million people in urban communities who don't have broadband? Technically, they may have access, but they can't really afford it. So what is access? Is it running cable to the 4 million in rural America, or is it making it cheaper to the 13 million in cities who don't have broadband right now? Like to do both, of course, but money only goes so far. Pioneer Press highlighting 5 notable new restaurants in the suburbs. Lots of good new places to try, lots of entrepreneurs kind of taking a risk as we come out of COVID. 2 pictures on the left here are from the Clover in Rosemount, which is a terrific bar and restaurant, specializes in smoked roast beef sandwiches. I took the drive down there to check that out. If you're into beef, Mavericks added a Stillwater location, the one that's been in Roseville forever. 328 Grill at the Legion in St. Paul Park looks terrific too. St. Croix Baking Company on my list in downtown Hudson, and Egan Arms Public House from the owners of Merlin's Rest, which is a great spot in Minneapolis. It's not a new trend, but it's been exploding over the last 2 years. Celebrities buying liquor brands and putting their names on it or their faces on it. Jay-Z became a billionaire by being the owner of Ace of Spades, the Armand de Brignac champagne brand. But celebrity tequila has been getting pushback, especially after Kendall Jenner bought 818 Tequila. USA Today writing this story. Part of it because anything related to the Jenner-Kardashian family gets pushed back. The social media effort with Jenner in Jalisco, in braids and a sombrero, rubbed some the wrong way. Perhaps not surprisingly, less pushback against the men who've bought tequila brands. George Clooney, Nick Jonas, The Rock, LeBron James. But some question, Heather and Briley, as to tequila can only be produced in Jalisco, Mexico. It's mostly small families who run these kind of tequila brands. And so is it right? Is it not? I don't know. I don't know.
Is it right? You have the agave plants there down, and who's taking that supply there too? But then are you taking this product and mass marketing it so more people can use it and enjoy it?
Is that better, right? The money is going to Mexico in some form, but not the ownership.
Right. I mean, do you think people would still continue to buy it? Or, I mean, if
they're certainly buying it in droves.
I think that's an interesting question, right? These celebrities are expanding the product probably to new markets, which is ultimately good for Jalisco. But when I go to liquor stores, I ask. I'm looking for like a real brand owned by Mexicans.
Yeah.
So if you care about it, ask about it.
All right. Thanks, Jason.